Okay, ready?
54. Mike 54.
Greystone, Travis.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. He's checking. He's checking. He's checking. Crash. Crash.
Snap.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them? Great tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Thomas the intended target, but it'll be second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter. Ready?
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he finds Cook. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Let's go now. 10-2 stop. Blue draw Porker. Now.
On first down, Hill. He'll let this go for the end zone. That is caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown, Saints. Traquan Smith, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, first and 10 at the 20. This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. Nothing too fancy there, a simple toss left, but for whatever reason, the defense, they didn't seem ready for it.
Let me continue on with your thought right there, because after the play was over, I kept my eyes on the defenders. Watch them get off the ground, going back to the huddle, shaking their heads and kind of pointing to each other like, what just happened there? I think you were onto something.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check 24. Check.
From the gun, it's Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 23. On first down, it's Carson. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. They'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now a give, right side. Carson. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
You got it. You got it.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And that is going to be no good. He pushed it wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. So from nothing less there than chip shot distance, a tough miss from the right hash mark.
Well, this is just a wobbler. I mean, he knows he's got to get it going left, but that was right all the way.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Bang, 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 bang.
Small. 6-6. Pull it high.
Max 50. Not here.
Like hey, exit.
And let's get it.
To throw is Hill. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now it's Lockett. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there, we've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's got Lockett. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Room here to run. There he goes left side. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Assist, baby.
Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
Word. Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Wilson. Throwing again. That's caught by Hollister. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Wilson now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. This throw complete. Wilson finding Lockett. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Wilson gets it to Gordon. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
All right, we get slap happy up here sometimes. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. To throw is Wilson. And that is going to be incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hill again has it complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Returnable for Lockett. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock down and go to the locker room.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here's Wilson to throw again. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Josh Gordon in the final seconds of the first half, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Jason Myers now for the extra point. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. Got Gordon open, completes it. First down Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. On first down, Carson. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Pass complete to Disley, the tight end. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. From the shotgun, Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Josh Gordon with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Throwing on second down. Hill, and he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Here's Hill out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
Let's be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage, but in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Wilson going to throw again. Able to get this to Gordon. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 33. Wilson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the gun, Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gordon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 15. First down, Seahawks. They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Demario Davis, who was the Saints' leading tackler in his first year in New Orleans, in on the stop. Second and 5 now. Wilson dancing to his left, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. He's at the 50, the 40, the 20, 10, 5. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Carson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Kamara now to return. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Again, it's Kamara. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Saints on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. All day. All day.
Out of the gun. Hill. Airing it out deep for Smith. It got his man. Complete. An excellent gain. 35 yards.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Mike's 56. Here we go, G. Get off the field.
Now it's Hill off the bootleg. Being chased out left. He'll run it. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Hill. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, his second touchdown on the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense?
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Now they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Wilson escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, the rookie from Florida. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
Sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Brings up 2nd down.
Check three. Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Wilson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Cameron Jordan able to